Hello everybody, welcome back to Zoe Bad Blood Collectibles. And today on the channel we're going to be reviewing Marvel Legends Thor. Now this Thor is very interesting because this Thor comes from two stories. One is with Galactus and the other one is with the King of Black with Venom and Null. And man, this dude's just amazing. The way they made him, he's just cool. And they call him Herald of Galactus. And what happened with that? Galactus was devouring. Galactus came to Thor, asked Thor for his help to destroy this darkness. So the darkness, so Thor was like, "All right, I'll come with you." And then he bowed down to Thor, gave Thor power, and then Thor becomes the herald of Galactus, and then he asks us, Thor that he needs 3 plants to eat so that way he could become powerful. So he did, and then he turned on Thor. Thor killed him because he lied to Thor about the real reason of his plan. And then after Thor killed him, Thor gives out this super powerful energy that Galactus gave him and destroyed the darkness. So that was a story about that. Then in the story with Venom and Null, he was in there, Noah was like just tearing everybody up, like killing everybody. And Thor comes in there and start fighting against him. He gets a couple of hits on Noel, and then at the last minute, Noel stabs him in the back. And from there, Venom. It's just a long story with that one, but both of the stories are really good. I do believe you can just check it out on YouTube. There's a lot of guys that will read the comment for you, and it's really cool because it breaks down the story without you even buying it. So I suggest that you just look those up if you want to know more about this story. But anyways, let's get to the figure. This figure is dope. This figure is tight. This figure is nice, and the figure is beautiful. Marvel Legends did a really good job with this guy. Their articulation is great. Everything's great. Now I do have some little tiny complaints, but I'm not gonna let this figure be like deduct points from this figure. This figure is just awesome. And then not only that, guys, this dude comes with a ton of accessories. He comes with his hammer. He comes with the lightning. He comes with 2 birds, 2 ravens, and he also comes with his fists. He has 2 closed fists. He has one holding hand for his hammer, and he also has a open hand, which is great. And look at that, guys. The details on those hands look really cool. And then the hands that he has on him, they look really good. And that raven just looks really good with him on there. So we're gonna go over the accessories first. What I'm gonna do is first is show you his hammer. And I love the color that they gave for his hammer. I mean, like, if you're a Marvel's fan, Marvel's Legends collector, and a huge fan of Marvel, I already know that you guys probably have a lot of Thor figures already. So with this translucent lucent one, this blue hammer, like, I already know that you guys can easily just grab a hammer from another Thor and just use it if you want the original hammer. Like with me, I already got another Thor figure, the robot one, and he comes with this beautiful hammer. So this one I am going to be using for Thor as well. So it's just different places. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. There you go. I'm going to put this on him because I didn't like the other Thor that came with this. So, but back to this figure right here and his hammer. This is the hammer that he comes with. Now this thing is translucent, and with black light, it looks really good, especially when you take a photography. And then they come with the lightning pieces as well. And all you got to do is just put these 2 things together, and then boom, you have your lightning effect. And what's cool about that is when you're taking pictures, like I just said, you could just do that, put the shine up the black light on it, and it just looks really cool, like it's lit up. So I love for the fact that they give us that. Now he also comes with 2 ravens. Now these ravens right here are powerful. They help Thor, and they also protect him as well. And these things look really cool. They played a part in the comic book as well, especially when he was fighting against the other guy with the other Thor. It's not Thor, but I forgot his name. But when he was fighting against the other guy that's like him that carries the I don't even know what axe it was. The axe with the wood with that Groot helped make. Those two were fighting, and these things did their job when it was in there too. And these are his ravens. Now they do have names. I don't know what the names are, but I'm just letting you know these things look really, really nice. And I just love for the fact that they came with Thor. It kind of makes the figure looks even better, especially when you have them by him or standing on them. It just looks really, really cool. Or even just having them like on the floor next to him, and they just looks really, really cool. And you can stand them just like that. Now going to the figure, this figure is beautiful. It is nice, and we're gonna go over the texture right now of the figure. We're gonna go how the way it looks, and then we'll do the articulation next, and then after that we'll do size comparisons. But for right now, this figure looks beautiful, and I'm gonna start off with the cape first, so I get that out the way. The cape looked really, really nice. I love for the fact that it's red. I love for the fact that it's like this and not like this one from the robot one right here. So I hate this cape style. If you're gonna make a cape, just make it down straight, guys. No need to do all the extra stuff. But this one looks really, really cool, and I love for the fact that the white is right here, and they did a really good job with the paint. And as you can see with my figure, I have no red lines, no red paint going over the white, so that's really, really cool. And when white is clean, white shines, and white looks really, really good, especially when it's clean. Even on this cape back here, we have a purple and red, and I love how they kind of mix in together right here. It looks really, really cool to give the figure some color with this black and white and red suit. Now, with his head sculpt, the head sculpt on this figure is just really, really cool, and it looks different. It gives you a different Thor, like the one in the comic book. He looked just like he does in the comic book. It looks really, really cool. I love for the fact that they give him this long hair down here, his Goldilocks. And then his hair is just gold, and it looks nice. They did a really good job. So good job there, Marvel Legends. And then also his face. His face is really, really cool. Like, he has no mess up in the face. And then even in his eyes have a blue in the middle and then white on the outside. So I don't know if you can see it in here just a little bit, but it just looks better in person. And when you see this guy in person, you're gonna go crazy over it, especially if you have him in hand outside the box. And I couldn't wait to open him inside the box. I also love his shoulders right here, his shoulder pads. They are not connected to the arms, but they are on a ball joint with a little circle, if you know what I mean, that's connected to the torso. So they did a really good job with that. And when you move this up, this thing rotates on its own. You can actually rotate it backwards and forward if you want. But they did a really good job there, and I love for the fact that they did that. Now on the paint right here, the paint also, I love the fact that how they did the paint right here. It just looks really, really nice. And then even right here is silver, so I like that part right there. And then the texture on his clothes right here, on his suit, it looks really, really cool. Now, this is something I never seen Marvel do, at least since I've been seeing Marvel characters up there on the shelf when I pass them up all the time. I love for the fact that his suit is this rubber is giving him a texture to it, like almost a real like suit. Like it looks realistic and not just always comic book or painted on there. This just looks really, really nice. And I just love for the fact that they did that with this Thor. And this Thor just became one of my favorite Thors that I have. He's not my best, but he's up there. And they just did a really good job with him. Even on the white, all on the white right here, it's just perfect. I had no mess up, no paint on it. And white looks so good when you don't have paint or anything, any mess up on it. And they just did a really good job with this figure. I don't know if it's just this one by itself, or it's just probably all of them are like that too, but they all look very beautiful and very nice. But this one right here, the one that I picked up, it has no flaws. And then I love for the fact that he has details in the knee pads and all down here on his boots. You can see all the detail. Even right here, I love how they did his boots right here. So this is a new sculpt. You can tell Marvel, first time Marvel done this with this sculpt. And it looks really, really cool, guys. And when I saw this at Target, I just had no choice but to grab it as fast as I can. I didn't even think about the price. I didn't think about nothing. I said, I'm just gonna buy it. I don't care. And I'm glad I did that because this dude looks awesome. And then even right here, he has little wrinkles right here where you can see probably his abs right there. It just looks nice, guys. I mean, they did a really, really awesome job with this figure. And next, we're gonna do the articulation. Now with the articulation, I love this thing better than the robot Thor because he can actually turn his head and he can actually turn it this way. So that's a plus for me. Now, as far as looking up, of course, you can't look up because of his hair, but he can look down a little bit. So that's not bad. Yeah, but the main thing is at least he could turn his head. So I'm not worried about that because with this part right here, we're going to go over this next. His upper torso, he does have a little hand where he can look up. And then also, he can look down just a little bit on that as well. So, but the main thing is he could turn here, right here. He does turn. So, cool job there. He does have a little ab crunch. Not ab crunch, but a little chest crunch, you could say. Now, for the shoulders, he could do a T-pose. So, good job with that. He doesn't come with double jointed knees, but he does have a swivel. I mean, double jointed elbows, but he does have a swivel right here. And he also has right here, he has his joint that goes right here. But what's cool about that is this thing actually turns right here. His arm actually turns all the way around. So I love that with this figure. Even though it's not a double jointed elbow, it does move around all like that. So that's a plus right there for me. And then he has hands right here in his hands as well. And then you can go up that much. So they did a really good job with this figure. And then at the bottom, of course, he has the splits. He has the swivel in the thighs. He has double jointed knees. I think it's double jointed knees. Yeah, they're double jointed knees. But the only bad thing about that is this part right here. That does stand out some. So when you're taking pictures, you gotta try to hide it somehow, some way. But it's not that bad. I can overlook it because the scope is so great. Like, I don't mind. But they could have painted that part black. You know, just to kind of save a little money. And then the shoes area right here. Yeah, he does have the articulation right here. And it's real soft. But other people were complaining that theirs was tight. But with me, I have no problem with my figure. And this dude's just downright, just straight up, just really dope. Really dope figure, guys. Really awesome figure. And I love his birds that he come with. Now, he was standing perfect earlier until I took the hammer out of his hand. So I don't know if the cape is holding him back or not. But maybe I just don't have him stand properly. But other than that, guys, this dude is a must. If you're a Marvel's fan, this is a must for you. This is like a must-have. Because once this figure goes, I don't believe you'll see it again for a long time. But who knows? I don't really know a lot how Marvel Legends does their stuff because even though I've been collecting for a long time, it wasn't really my thing to lately. So good job, Marvel. Now with this figure, I would do my overall points of what I think about him, my overall ratings. But right now I'm gonna do some side comparisons, and the first one I'm gonna bring out is my Ragnarok Thor, and this one is the robot one. And I don't like this one at all. And I got it and I want to sell it, but I'm glad I kept it, so I could use it for my Marvel Legends. I'm just gonna keep them. I don't like selling figures. I regret selling my other Thor. So this one I'm gonna keep, and that's how tall he is with that Thor. Now with this Thor, he would have been cool, but for the fact that his head doesn't move, just makes me upset, guys. I really hate for the fact that he can't move his head. He just looks straight, even though he could have. It's the cape that restricts him from looking sideways, and I just hate that. Now they did a good job with the scope overall. They could have made his skin a little bit darker. It looks when it's that light, it looks kind of plastic. So they could have did a better job with that. And then right here in his boots, I just wish that it could have been more detail. With me, I'm a detail when it comes to figures. I want detail. Now, I love the body sculpt right here, but I don't like the articulation that they gave him. But in this one, they just did an awesome job with this guy right here. And he just looks beautiful, and he looks amazing. So next, I'm going to move him out the way, and then I'm going to bring in which is still my best Thor, only because he just looks so cool, and he reminds me of the Thor back in the 90s. And boom, this is my Marvel Select Thor, and this dude is just huge. You see how big he is. He could barely fit on the screen, but I'm kind of rotated up just a little bit. And look, that dude just looks really, really cool standing next to this guy. This Thor still looks really cool. And let me know what you think about these two. Which one would you prefer? The Marvel Select Thor or this one? Which one looks better and which one would you prefer? And don't forget, this is Marvel Legends. This one's Marvel Legends and that one is Diamond Select on your right. So this dude looks really, really cool. I am going to do a separate video on him. He'll be my next video that I will be reviewing. So stay tuned for that. But overall, this dude looks nice. I do have one more character that I want to stand up next to. And it is my U.S. Agent Captain America. And these two look cool standing next to each other. And boom, and that's how tall Thor is, which is the right height for him for Marvel Legends. This is a 6-inch line. So, and I think Thor stands about like 7 inches, like 7.2 inches, something like that. So they did a really good job with Thor, and I just love this figure. And we'll also do one more size comparison. I'm going to bring in one of my favorite figures from Marvel Legends, and that is my Noel. Because these two do fight, and Noel does stab him in the back, catch him off guard, and stabs him in his back. And boom, there is Noel in the very back. And look how tall Noel is. This dude towers over both of them. This dude's like almost 8 inches tall as well. So no wonder why he stands taller than these two. But man, Noel's just an awesome character. If you're a Marvel Legends, this is a must-have as well. But yeah, guys, this is cool. Marvel's doing some good stuff, and I'm liking what they're bringing out, so I'm just buying it. I like a lot of stuff that they brought out lately with the Marvel Legends, and I like a lot of stuff that they brought out earlier, so I bought a lot of them. Like the Ironmonger, I love that one. I love the Captain Carter, I loved her. And then I love the Venoms that they came out for the Venom movie. I just love this Venom that they just came out with the wings. I mean, they're just doing a really, really good job. I also love this guy right here that came from the movie Eternals. And I'll probably do a review on him as well. And I'll probably do it like with someone else as well, too. So, but he looks good, too. And he looks like really, really good as far as details. So, Marvel Legends did a really good job with this figure. And just having these two, it does look good with this figure as well, with Thor. So, you can get some nice photography in there with him. But overall, this is just a cool fig, and I'm just so glad to have them. I'm still looking for a Doctor Strange and a regular Iron Man for the Marvel Legend line. One that I really like, I would get because I do have my own TD Toys Marvel not Marvel Legends, but Iron Man from TD Toys, and this one is from a 7-inch line. But I do put them in. I can, and I'm gonna try to put them in with the 6-inch as much if possible. And then take some pictures with him, because Iron Man is still big. He's in an iron suit, so of course he's going to be a little bit taller. He shouldn't be the same height as a regular 6-foot guy. So this is my Iron Man right here, standing next to Thor. That's how he looks, and he does look tall. So yeah, I'm still looking for a Marvel Legend Iron Man. I did pass Iron Man up like 20 million times. So next time I go to Target, if I see one, I'm just gonna buy it. I've been seeing that new one that they brought out recently for this line, so I'm gonna try to get that line so I can finish getting the whole collection for the collector and just get the whole wave. But that's some money, guys. But luckily at Target right now, you buy one figure, you get 150% off, and that's what I did with these two. I got him, and I got the Captain, the Agent Captain America. With those two, there was a buy one get one 50% off. So I got Thor and I got this guy, and I believe this guy was $17. I got him for $7 $17. I say about $8 for him. And then Thor was the original price, which was $23. So not bad. I know that I walked out with 4 figures and only paid $80. So that's a really good job. $20 each figure. I could do that any day, all day. whatever. Well, not any day and not all day, but some days. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Give this video a like, subscribe, and have a great day, guys. Remember, stay positive. Positive vibes all day long. If you have any negative energy, just get rid of it because you're alive. You could be dead. So just thank God for another beautiful, blessed day. And I will see you in the next video. And don't forget to hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want me to review next. Let me know what your thoughts are about the video. If you like it, if you not, if you don't. But just hit me up, guys. Just started my channel. So just help support this channel. And let's talk toys, guys. So I hope you all have a good day and see you in the next video. Adios.